Hello and welcome back to our Pokemon Infinite Fusion Randomized Nuzlocke. This is part number 5. In last episode, we went ahead and had ourselves our gym battle against Brock, which we did thankfully manage to get through nice and cleanly. He did have his typical legendary fusion that he seems to have every time I play through Infinite Fusion for some reason, but with that, we did go ahead, defeat Brock, got his gym badge, which means we can go and claim a flute from a guy in Pewter City that just popped into my mind, so we need to do that. But after that, we got ourselves Eugene. Eugene, I have gone ahead and unfused, refused, giving it that good old Technician boost, as it does have a lot of moves that can be boosted with Technician, being Bite, Vine Whip, and Fake Out. Two of these moves being Stab, most notably Fake Out being Stab and Technician boosted, means this thing becomes a base 90 power move, which is actually crazy, considering normally when you think of Fake Out, you think of, like, I don't know, breaking Sturdy on a Pokemon, or making sure it doesn't have a Focus Sash. It's not really there to, you know, one-hit KO Pokemon like it might just do with Eugene, because, I mean, his stats are nice and pretty even across the board. Stab, Technician boost, it's gonna do some damage, that's for sure. I haven't gone ahead and given Mibbles his ability change just yet. At the moment, I've just kept him at level 14, making sure I didn't need to train him up anymore. Lightning Rod, while it's not a useful ability on a ground type, right? In a double battle, it could be, I suppose, but it's not there to be useful. But we also don't get too much benefit from Technician boost just yet anyway, because we have Bone Club and Headbutt. Both those moves are above 60 base power, so I wasn't too worried about changing it for right now. Obviously, stronger Fake Out is always nice, but once we get Boomerang, don't you worry. I will be right on that, and this thing will become an absolute powerhouse. If we can ever get this thing Technician boosted, Boomerang with a Thick Club, this thing's going to solo the entire rest of the game for us. We won't even need other Pokemon. So, with that said and done, I do want to show off one more little feature that someone did point out to me. If the Pokemon has multiple sprites, like Eugene here does actually, you can click A on the summary screen on this menu, and you can click View Pokedex. It will bring up the screen after a moment. It will have all of the sprites of that fusion right there ready to go if it does have any multiple sprites. It takes a little while for me, so I'm just going to cut to when it's ready. There we go, and you go onto the sprites page, and you can see Code 900s is what gave us the beautiful Eugene and what we named it as is. And we also have Candy Mint Dragon's version of it with the more jewel-encrusted Venusaur take on it. So you can see both the same way that it's fused. Also important to note, you can't see, like, the other way it's fused of Venusaur head, Persian body. Instead, we have Persian head, Venusaur body for these. Can't see the other way around. You can just see the sprites for that. Overall, I think most Pokemon probably only have one sprite, but I just wanted to show off how that is done. With that said and done, though, let's go and grab ourselves our randomized reward, shall we? Because good old Flute guy, who I had nearly forgotten about until I just started recording, going to give us a randomized item, I believe, in the form of be better than a Flute. That's better than a Flute. That's better than a Flute. I'll take it. King's Rock is completely usable. Way better than a Flute. I was worried he was going to give me another incubator, not going to lie. Oh, also, I went to try and see if Lantern could learn Recover. We did not get given Recover from Brock. Instead, we were given Gyro Ball. So I think what happened was he said, hey, here is TM104 Recover. It contains Rock Tomb. And then it got put in my bag. And it became Gyro Ball. Which, as you can see, not particularly useful. I'm super happy about that one. Don't know why it randomized so many times, but it is what it is. So, with that said and done, let's give a King's Rock to who is fast. I guess I also kind of don't want to put it on Eugene or Mibbles, because they already have Fake Out to flinch things, so I'm just going to put it on Tortellini. Not that it's particularly fast, but why not? Why not? Let's just go and slap it on our starter, make our starter a little bit stronger in a couple of situations, and let's start making our way through Route 3. There's nothing down there that we need to worry about. This is going to be a whole showcase of custom sprites the whole way along this entire route. We're going to chill. We're going to have a good time. We're going to see the most beautiful little Arcanines in the world. Look at this beautiful little puppy. Fabulous hair. I have been beaten. You know, and I need to just, like, bam. But, like, I've been beaten. I can't contest with this. So many flowers. Typing-wise, Fire Fairy. We're neutral to grass. We resist fairy. We double resist anything fire, so we should be absolutely fine in the situation. Just go ahead and slap a bubble. We can do it twice. Speed tie as well. Interesting. Or Prankster Odor Sleuth, also possible. Gotta remember abilities are a thing. Tortellini wants to learn Peck. Sorry, Tortellini, I don't think you're going to be learning Peck today. In terms of moveset, Lantern Blaziken is going to have a really interesting moveset by the end, because, I mean, we have so many options between, like, fire and fighting moves, water and electric moves, maybe an ice move. That is horrifying. That is horrifying. Who made this? Do you need help? Why? Executor and Cophagregus. Ghost Psychic, I believe? So it is 4 times weak to Dark, which we do have. We do have Bite. I guess Eugene is actually a great Pokemon to bring in here. We're immune to Ghost. We're not going to get hit super hard by any Grass-type moves. Psychic is only neutral. It seems fine. Seems fine. We can't Fake Out it, sadly, with that base 90 power Fake Out, but that's okay. He goes for a Protect, worthless move, and then we just go for a big old 4 times super effective Bite. Technician boosted. He lives, but he flinches from the bite. Not our King's Rock user, by the way. Just has built-in flinch chance anyway, which is absolutely fine. 312 XP, that might be a level. That's a full level for Eugene. Good job, buddy. 1.5. Very nice, very nice. We were also told that we can speak to any of these Pokemon a second time, and they will normally have some kind of extra prompt. That extra prompt can be items. Sometimes it's just rebattling. Sometimes they want to give you a Pokemon. I'm not going to accept any Pokemon giveaways from battles. Those are not going to count as like static encounter type things. I think that would just blow our PC boxes way too much. I saw Jira, and I thought Giratina, not Girafarig, and I was very afraid for a second there, but we are A-okay. In fact, we should be just completely neutral in all ways against this, so I'm just going to use Tortellini a little bit. Maybe it'll be a little bit overleveled, but also, it's hard not to get overleveled when all of these fusions that would normally be like Nidorans and Pidgeys are now fully evolved Pokemon, right? It just kind of messes up the XP curve a little bit. So, we'll go ahead, we'll use Tortellini a little bit, get it to the point where maybe it's level 16 and evolves, and see if it still has a custom Sprite. Durai. My first thought is Durant Darkrai, which is scary. I mean, I think either way we would be fine to stay in, because it would either be Bug or Steel paired with Dark. If that was the case, there is a chance that I have the names wrong, because that's going to happen a couple times, because they don't always seem to be... Duskull Darkrai. That's a cool sprite. That's a really cool sprite. You could have told me that, like, if we go back way back when, and they just made that the Darkrai sprite, I would be A-okay with that. That is fitting. I'm gonna Thunderwave, because I'm afraid of what he might have. Nightshade is fine. Life Orb. A Life Orb Darkrai is a little bit scary, I'm not gonna lie. I don't love Life Orb Darkrai being against me, actually. I'm just gonna Bubble. Leer, that's fine. Fine, I'm not too worried about Leer. I'm more worried about his special attack, to be honest, rather than his physical attack of like a Dark Pulse being whipped out of nowhere. Disable, no more bubbles. Playtime's over, no more bubbles. We can finish with an Ember though, and that is going to be Darkrai down, and a level 16. Marais. Mareep. Maybe not Mareep, maybe Marill. Marill, Mareep. And Ray? Luxray? Marill, Luxray? Marill Luxray would be weak to grass. I'm going to Eugene. I've decided that's what it's gonna be. If it's Mareep Luxray, this is also still fine. It is Marie Block's rate. This is also still fine. We can go ahead and see how much damage this Technician boosted fake out does. I'm very curious to see. Show me big numbies, big damage. That's good damage. That's really good damage. And we have Vine Whip, which is also Technician boosted. You get Thunder Wave, which is unfortunate, but that's fine. Thunder Shock is resisted. That's fine. No worries there. And we should have Tortellini evolve. Now... Damn, that's a lot of XP. Do we want Poison Powder? To be honest, no. We have so much status in Thunder Wave that we just don't need this stuff. We have Sing, so I'm not going to learn Sleep Powder either. We're going to use this thing as an actual offensive Pokemon. Now, one of the rules that I did set at the beginning is that we use custom sprites only. If Tortellini evolves and doesn't have a custom sprite, we might box it. I'm not 100% sure on this at the moment, but if it doesn't have a custom sprite and we fuse it the other way around and it also doesn't have a custom sprite, either way, then we might box it and use something else instead. I'm sure when it becomes a Blaziken, it'll probably have a custom sprite. I'm not sure how many people sprite Combusken, is my concern. But let's go ahead and find out, shall we? Tortellini. That looks somewhat custom. I can't tell. Sprite by Toad 900. Okay, it is still a custom sprite. They tell us. That's good. That's very helpful. I do like the fact that they tell us it is still a custom sprite. Wants to learn Double Kick. Should we learn Double Kick? We are now water fighting. Well, I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of like being water fire a little bit more. But if we're not a fire type anymore, is there that much point to having Ember? Fire coverage is nice. But Stab is also nice. Double Kick is also quite a bit stronger than Ember. Ember without Stab? I mean, I guess Electro Ball also isn't Stab, but I feel like electric typing... Well, we have a lot of electric types. We do have other electric types. We do have Rotom Lucario, for example, and Fluffsy. You know what? I've convinced myself we're keeping Ember. Originally, I was going to try and keep Electro Ball, but you know what? It's fine. And Stockpile. We could set up. We could really set up. I don't think we're going to. I don't think we're going to learn Swallow either, or Spit Up. Just get all these moves out of the way. No thank you. No thank you. Nope. Okay. Oh, you're good. I'll trade you one of my Pokemon. No, 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 no. Well, that would be a trade, but no, 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 no. We're not doing any of those. We're not doing any of those. Instead, we are just strolling along, looking at this showcase of Pokemon they have available for us. Alright. See, I feel like I said this in the first episode. There was one guy that went and made a sprite for Darkrai fused with everything. There is going to be so many Darkrai's in this game. I don't know why he felt the need to do it. Other than Darkrai being his favorite Pokemon, I guess. But it's cool. It's really cool to see all these Darkrai sprites, especially this one. This one's just really interesting. Didn't stay on the screen for very long because it got absolutely bopped by Double Kick, but it's cool. Confuse Ray. No, we have so much Thunder Wave and Confuse Ray on this team. It's actually crazy. It is wild. Let's go ahead and put Wizard in front now that we've got that evolution out of the way and see what this randomized item is going to be. Sport Ball. Okay, well, meh. Kinda lame. Meh. Use Pokemon Evolve. Watch him have non-evolved Pokemon. Ready? I'm ready. My child. Maybe not my child. He looks a little bit beaten up and a little bit weird. But I do love Pyukumuku. I do. I do. I'm a little afraid of Innards out retaliating damage to me. I'm also not sure if I can Thunder Shock this. Pyukumuku is a water type. Gola is primary ground. It's ground ghost. We have Levitate, so I'm not afraid of any ground type moves. So I guess we'll find out. Okay, I do have it right. Okay, so he became Water Ghost because Gola is ground, primary, then Ghost. Whew. And also, is that a Deoxys? Is that Bidoof Deoxys? Please. 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 I'm staying in. Please be Bidoof Deoxys. Oh my god, he's beautiful. What in the wacky waving inflatable tube man sprite is that? Holy, he's beautiful. That was a sentence that came out of my mouth. That's... I am blown away at how great that thing is. That is... Just gonna Metal Claw. Just gonna bathe in the beauty that is that Pokemon. You know, that is just... I have no words, I'll be honest. I have no words for that. That was just great. Do we want to learn Power Up Punch? I don't like Uproar, but it is a high base power move. I don't think we're learning Power Up Punch. Nah, we have Double Kick now. We have a fighting type, so we don't need that coverage anymore. And Double Team, while it can be useful, nah. We're not going to try and cheese too many fights with Double Team, I don't think. Oh, you're good. Would you like to trade a Pokemon with my Cataras? I wonder if it's actually, like, what his Cataras was randomized to? And could that be the Deoxys? Because if it could, that could be kind of wild. That could, in fact, be kind of wild. Damaged by last Jad, who sends out Gasdactyl. Okay. Okay. He's kind of cute. I'll give him that. He's kind of cute. I wonder if it keeps the rock typing or the flying typing. I'm actually going to Metal Claw. Kept the flying typing, but died anyway. Never mind. Oh well. What a shame. I'll send in Bell Drill. Eldum Beedrill? So 4 times weak to ground? That sounds 4 times weak to ground. That sounds like it's getting Bone Club. Again, it's kind of cute. Why do I think so many things are cute? I think Beldum is cute, I guess, to be honest. He's just a little guy. Alright, anything goodies? Nope, no goodies, just battles. Alright, there is so many trainers on the way to Mount Moon, by the way. So many. Just an actual gauntlet of trainers. It's like early Nugget Bridge, but worse. Grovyle Axu. Axu, huh? Okay. Again, not too scary. We can just Metal Claw. We have such a high level at this point that, to be honest, I really don't need to be thinking too much about what I'm clicking. I can probably just start messing around a little bit. Just because of the sheer amount of XP we're getting from so many legendaries. I mean, we've taken down multiple fusions involving Darkrai, Deoxys, Jirachi. Okay, that's a little bit scary. Let's not. I should have went for the fake out first. My bad, but still. So because of all of those legendary fusions and just fully evolved fusions and things giving us like 500 XP, rather than that normal 100 XP, we've just got very, very far ahead very, very quickly. So, unfortunate, but we'll be back on par in time. It'll be fine. Let's go ahead and send in the Shroom Tower to get some XP, shall we? Against... Oh, I want him! Hand him over. Hand him over. I need that. That's what actually is at the bottom of the oceans, by the way. We don't know it yet. Atlantis is real. He's down there. He's coming. Sounds so ominous. Alright, let's go ahead and get this thing all absorbed up. We get Thunder Waved, of course. Paralyzed on the first time that I get. Paralyzed, yep. Typical. Get it out of the way. 442 XP. It's crazy. Delicious, nutritious XP. Mega Drain is just better absorbed, so yep, that's an easy decision to make. I do like it when they make the decisions easy to make them. Let's go ahead and heal up all of this paralysis, shall we? Alright, let's slap Eugene in front for a little bit more Eugene battling going on, shall we? And let's see what this person has. There have been so many sprites. Holy! It's scary, I'll be honest. Spiritomb, I actually think is primary dark? Haxorus might have Dragon Rage as well, which is scary. I'm tempted to Leech Seed. Which sounds so silly when, if this thing is primary dark and it's a dark dragon type, Fake Out is going to do so much damage for free. I'm clicking Fake Out. Okay, I was right. It is, in fact, primary dark. Dark Dragon. Sadly, we don't have any fairy moves. Vine Whip is neutral. Vine Whip is resisted. Bite is resisted. We have no other normal type move we can go for, because Fake Out can only be used on the first turn. I'm clicking Leech Seed. Nothing else I can really do about swapping out. He goes for Feint Attack, and that hurts, because it's a Haxorus. Nice and simply. That's just a lot of damage. We're gonna swap out, I think. I think the correct swap here is just going into Tortellini. Shouldn't have anything super effective for us. We have a lot of HP to deliver Dragon Rage and another move potentially at the same time. We have Double Kick. Yeah, that's the play. We're gonna play this fight a little bit safe. A little bit scary. Called it. I called it. That could have been it. No. I want to go into my bag. Ooh, that was nearly a misclick. How much HP do I have? I have 27. We can just potion. We also probably outspeed and could just KO this thing with a double kick. But I'm gonna potion. Because I would like to be out of Dragon Rage range, preferably. Just in case. Leech Seed should take us out of range. I now feel safe going for double kick. Ooh. Ooh. A little bit scary. Just a little bit, you know? Just a little bit. Okay. And last Robin, please never battle me again. I don't even want to I guess I'll check. I don't want to rematch. Nope. We are never rematching her. It will never happen. Ever. I do want money. I do love money. Good old Eugene is in front for a reason, and it's for money. Alright, let's go ahead and get ourselves all healed up, and then go and see what's happening with Nurse Joy. Never mind, other way around. Let's go and see Nurse Joy so we can get ourselves all healed up, shall we? A group of thugs has been bullying Pokemon trainers inside Mount Moon. Pokemon Center is completely overrun. This poor Geodude was particularly badly injured by an attack from the thugs. I'm trying to treat him the best I can, but I can't leave the other injured Pokemon waiting inside for too long either. Nurse, I'm here. I came as fast as I could. Go on, Brock. Flirt. It's what you're made to do. Thank you so much for coming, Brock. Geodude's injuries are significant. Anyway, you might be able to treat it better than I can. You're the rock Pokemon expert after all. Hold on a minute here. Nurse Joy, do you perhaps not know about Brock? He's a Steel-type trainer nowadays. Okay. Show him respect. He upgraded. Of course, I'll see what I can do. You say that the doing was a group of thugs that's attacking trainers? This can't be good. Alice, I'm glad that you're here too. You came at the right time. I'll be busy treating this Geodude's injuries for now, but someone needs to go and investigate who's behind all these attacks and what they're after. I just want to get my encounter. I'll be honest, I want to grab the Magikarp and I want to get my Pokemon from Mount Moon. Knowing your skills in Pokemon battles, I can't think of anyone else who'd be more suited to the task than you. Maybe just the dude next to you that's probably more focused on actually achieving it. I better go back to the Pokemon Center too. A lot of Pokemon are waiting for me. Yeah, mine. To be honest, they got Dragon Raged. Alright, let's go ahead and get ourselves all healed up now, like I said before. And let's buy ourselves a Magikarp, shall we? It probably isn't going to be a Magikarp. Hello there, have I got a deal just for you? I'll let you have this rare Magikarp for just 500. Yes. What is it actually? Growlchum. Growlithe Smoochum? Growlithe Smoochum. Okay. What on earth do we want to call a Growlithe Smoochum? Calling it Apple. That's it. Nice and simple. I'm not thinking too hard about it. I thought too hard about some of the other names. I sat there for like genuinely so long. Mild nature, not bad, not bad. Only has Splash. Interesting. Someone wants to be a Magikarp for sure, but they're not. Fire Psychic is a very cool typing. Maybe I will train some Pokemon up from time to time and switch the teams around a little bit. Especially as we did just lose our Fire type in Tortellini. So we don't actually have a Fire type anymore. And at the moment, as much as I love the Shroomish Tower, it is a pure Grass type. And Eugene is also a Grass type. So we will see. Maybe we will mess around with that and get that to be on the team in place of Zach. Definitely not replacing Eugene. We also have ourselves a Mount Moon encounter, though. So with Fluffsy in the front, I did put Fluffsy in the front, correct? Yep. With Fluffsy in the front, let's see what our encounter is going to be. That is Dupes. We are not catching the same Pokemon twice. Please let me run. Good. Our encounter is going to be... He's beautiful. She's beautiful. They're beautiful. Hand them over. Get in the ball. I need it. I need that. That's the most fabulous Lairon I've ever seen. That's a cool blue. It works so well with the steel. I love him. I love him. We're neutral to steel. I'm just gonna sing, I think. It does hurt a little bit. It hurts a little bit. Fluffsy, let's just go ahead and get you to throw. Nah. Premier Ball? Friend Ball? I would love to catch this in a Friend Ball. I know it doesn't evolve with Friendship, which is what I was realistically going to save these for. Perfect. Perfect. You know what? It's fine. It only took one Pokeball. I don't even feel bad about it. Now I'm happy with my decision. I was worried I was going to waste all of my Friend Balls. But you know what? It all worked out. What on earth do we call this? The Iron Intertwining Pokemon. That sprite is beautiful. Sends a soothing aura from its ribbon-like feelers to calm fights. Fairy Rock. If we did it the other way around, it could be Steel Fairy as well, which is also a great typing. Or maybe I'm just remembering Mega Mawile is more powerful than it actually was. But Steel Fairy, I remember, is very powerful because of that. What do we call you? Alright, alright. I wanted to try and get, like, really creative with rainbow foods, and I started listing them all off in my head, and I was thinking about, like, fruit pastels that we have in the UK and stuff like that, and I was like, that doesn't work as a name. Thinking of, like, jelly beans and, like, M&Ms, and I was like, they're all good, but nothing really fits more with, like, the rainbow theme of a cute Pokemon more than just Skittles. And I'm gonna be honest, I've, like, borderline overdosed on Skittles in my life before because I love them so much, so it just works, you know? Now we have the toughest decision imaginable, because we have to figure out what of these Pokemon we want to keep on the team, and we got some really good Pokemon. We have some contenders right now. Even, to be honest, the Sneasel is also a contender, because we could probably get this thing evolved up to a Flaffy. So it's also a contender. The only one that isn't, sadly, is Scramble. Poor Scramble is just to the side. These two are definitely contenders. I'm putting this on the team somewhere. I'm sorry, Shroomish Tower. I love the Shroomish Tower, but it's too Shroomish at the end of the day, you know? Why have two Shroomish when I can have two different Pokemon fused together? Growl of Smoochum. We'll maybe save for later when it can become Arcanine Jinx, maybe? I think that sounds like a better idea. Do we want to replace maybe Fluffsy with the Sneasel Mareep? Mareep for Mareep? Do I want Clefairy or do I want Sneasel? They're both kind of hard to evolve, actually. I guess we'll keep with Fluffsy for now. We'll just replace Shroomish. I'm sorry, Shroomish, but you are being temporarily shafted to the side. Alright. Well, with that encounter out of the way and us placed at Mount Moon, next episode we will go ahead, clear out Mount Moon, maybe make our way into Cerulean as well, and possibly start making our way through the Nugget Bridge. We'll see how far we can get. This episode was a little bit slower because I really sat down and took my time going over all the sprites from, like, every single person. As the playthrough progresses, maybe I'll start to cut out trainers here and there to speed things up and progress. But at the end of the day, I'm mostly just here for a good time to look at custom sprites. I'm in no rush to like try and get through the game as quickly as possible, so we'll see. If you guys have enjoyed this episode though, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, bye!